Oh boy, it's time now for another episode of Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics, and we're of course continuing on with Jack Kirby's The Eternals, issue number 4. When Gods Walk the Earth. Night of the Demons, and that's pretty much the demons. They're actually deviants, but we won't talk about their personal habits. Anyway, can even the combined might of Icarus and Cersei save New York from the most incredible invasion of all? Well, we're about to find out, so there you go. Yeah, that's Cersei, and there's Icarus. All right. Of course, a lot of pages will be skipped for copyright reasons, but here we are, the first page. A lone figure takes flight across the concrete canyons of New York City. It is night, and the waterfront streets are infernos of leaping flame. Cries of devils and demons echo with frightening effect and scatter the faint-hearted. Witnesses from the scene, but the man who levitates with blinding speed knows that the truth is far more terrifying. He is Icarus of the Eternals, and tonight is the Night of the Demons. Edited, written, and drawn by Jack Kirby. Inked by John Verporten. Anyway, okay, let's back off a little bit. There we go. Those poor humans below, they shout in superstitious fear, but they are unaware that their city is under attack by deviants. Well, deviants, devils, demons, what difference does it make? Anyway, the very species responsible for the devil myths. Well, they're not so mythological now, are they? I mean, look what they're doing. So, anywho. Oh, wow, well. Strange events have exposed a startling fact kept alive through the centuries only by myth and superstition. Man is not alone on the evolutionary chain. He has shared the planet with two species unknown to him. Now, in a sudden burst of violence, the deviants have risen from their domain beneath the sea to challenge all humanity. But mankind has unexpected allies, the Eternals. Look, to your weapons! It's Icarus of the Eternals! He must be kept from stalling our attack on this city. Foul deviants, you'll regret this night of savagery. Well, there he is. They're leaping to it with all their high-tech weaponry and stuff. Now they're not running around as dumb animals with tentacles or whatever the hell that was in the movie. Anyway, flame guns won't stop a blasted Eternal. Alert our leader. He'll have an answer to this enemy of our kind. Alert, Great Crow. Something fixes itself to the forehead of Icarus and flares up with explosive energy. Icarus is staggered in mid-flight. I've been hit by a brain mine. Icarus feels himself falling as darkness closes on his mind. He seizes a building ledge and desperately hangs on. Mustn't pass out. Mustn't. Even as oblivion claims him, Icarus is prevented from falling by the sudden swoop of strong, demonic hands. Don't let him slip. Don't worry, the fall wouldn't have killed him. He's an Eternal, remember? He can't die. He'll soon wish he could. Ha 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 ha! Our leader Crow will see to that. So there's the mind bomb or whatever. A brain bomb, whatever. No, brain, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly, to your tasks, summon a mutate. I want Icarus removed. Yes, Great Crow. He shall not spoil this night for us. We must scourge this city of the humans. We must rouse their fears. Man, am I tired. And whip them into fury. So, there you go. That was the plan all along. Oh, look, it's actually a creature that does look like something from the movie, only, much better. At that moment, a winged, mutated deviant appears and seizes the limp body of Icarus.
Where shall I take him, great crow?
Our raiding vessel waits offshore. Oh, wait, that's Icarus's voice. Our raiding vessel waits offshore. The officer in charge will know how to dispose of him. That's a pretty good shot. Meanwhile, we shall give these humans a gift of the same terror which their ancestors received from our kind. Because of the ancient wars, the devil myths are among the humans to become the fearsome superstitions which plague them to this day. Now we shall justify those legends and give these humans a taste of their reality. So anyway, meanwhile, in a Manhattan apartment, two women watch the progress of the bizarre events which are overtaking the entire city.
There's no cause for alarm, folks, but all citizens are advised to stay in their homes. All law enforcement agencies are on the job.
Things seem to be worsening, and Icarus is somewhere out in that mess. I hope that he isn't. I sense that Icarus has been taken, Margot, but never fear. He's an Eternal. They can't kill him. Eternals, deviants. Who'd have dreamed that your races existed? For centuries, your two species have kept to their own domains, and now that you've revealed yourselves, the world seems to have gone mad. Well, it was bound to happen.
Yeah, I guess so.
The space gods have come back, and a new chapter shall be written in Earth's history. I saw the gods land, Circe. I was there with my father and Icarus when their ship touched down. It was huge, frightening. Icarus said that it was their experiments on prehistoric apes that produced us all, the humans, the Eternals, and the deviants.
Yes, but we do have our differences, my dear. So he got the recap, okay? Let's see here. Circe's reminiscences are cut short. Oh, well, yeah, okay, I skipped some pages and she gave him some background. It's probably important, but you know how it is. So anyway, are cut short as great flashes illuminate the city skyline. The deviants draw closer. You humans will need your National Guard to hold them.
I'm frightened, Circe.
Every human will fear them tonight. They'll talk about the monsters in spacesuits and muster their military might for action. By morning, the skies will be filled with planes searching for the spaceship.
I see it all now. Instead of deviants, those planes will discover the space gods. The deviants plan to involve humanity in a war against the space gods.
And it won't work, but no, whatever. Suddenly, at the window,
Circe, look out! What is that horrible thing?
Deviant mutate. How would you tell? I guess they mutate worse than most. I don't know. Circe's fingers fly to her forehead. Like Icarus and all Eternals, she releases the strange force that generates behind her eyes. It lashes out at the sinister life form. This treatment should give him a proper jolt. See, other Eternals can shoot beams out of their eyes, too. Anyway, then he'll boy right in the crotch. Oh! So, anywho.
Let's get out of here, Circe. There may be more of them.
There are more. Now do as I tell you. Stand behind me, and no matter what happens, remain as calm as you can. Margot does as she's told, and none too soon.
There's someone out there with some sort of gun.
Our visitor has a flamer. A favorite weapon of the deviants. The weapon emits a stream of fire. But at a gesture from Circe, the searing flame divides in two and skirts past his intended victims.
Circe, Circe!
Don't move, girl. Now I'll deal with these little killers.
Only an Eternal is capable of this trickery. Of course, it's Circe of the Olympic Mountains. When we get through with her, she'll wish she stayed on her mountaintop.
Oh, boy, that sounds really threatening. The deadly deviants move in cautiously, but nevertheless they are determined to immobilize an ancient enemy.
You chose the wrong moment to disport your...
What? Disport?
Disport yourself in the city, Cersei.
We've taken Icarus, and now...
Careful. She's up to something.
In an instant, a sudden burst of energy engulfs the startled trio. Well, now they look more like the creatures in the movie. Lizards you are, and lizards you shall remain, tee-hee, giggle, giggle. You know, like Cersei in the myth that turned the sailors into pigs. So, there you go. Anywho,
Oh, Cersei, it's simply horrible. Will they always be this way?
as long as I wish it. Besides, I somehow think I've improved their image. Cersei then turns to face a wall mirror, to fix her makeup and hair and stuff. I detest aid, but I must bring these intrusions to an end.
What are you going to do?
Cersei gracefully moves her hands before the mirror's surface. Then its glossy reflections become obscured by swirling vapors.
This is a special mirror, Margot. Call it a communication device, if you will. It reacts to thought waves.
When the vapors clear, the mirror reflects a strange city built upon a mountaintop.
What a beautiful sight! Does this place actually exist?
It is the city of the Eternals, Carol. It is my city. I must reach my friends there. It's not all that spectacular. It just kind of looks like an oil drilling rig or something. Anyway, moving right along, we skip ahead to where Ajax's busy with the space gods and all that. There is a large opening in the roof of the chamber. Beyond it, the sky is blotted out by a great shadow. It moves, draws close, and resolves itself into a reality of staggering import.
Behold, it's one of the celestial hosts. To merely see him is to marvel at the wonders that lie among the stars. They first landed on Earth before the dawn of man, to return time and again to fulfill their mission. Yeah, I know. They're so huge and enigmatic. I feel like an ant in their path. It's a terrible blow to one's ego to work in their presence. Your human brethren may not settle for humility, Damien. They won't like being second best. Mankind has challenged the gods before.
So, just like the deviants, I don't know. Dr. Damien inwardly cringes before this truth. He knows that man will attack and kill anything he fears. He realizes in despair what mankind will do when he comes face to face with the Celestials.
I know what you're thinking, Doctor. What will the humans do when they see him? Bum, bum, bum.
It's Mr. Coffee again. So Arishem, leader of the fourth host, stands like a mountain above the Inca ruins. His face is hidden by a coffee pot, but his eyes can see everything that lives in this world. They are the eyes of a judge, even as his hands are those of a destroyer. When mankind discovers Arishem, it will find itself against overwhelming, total power. Anyhow, there he is with some sort of design on his metal panties. And there's the guys helping out, building stuff. So, there we go. Another adventure of the Eternals. You won't believe it, even when you see it. Olympia! Which is the city of the Eternals. Yeah. It was just a fake name in the movie about a planet. But that wasn't the real story. Well, we'll get the rest of that next time on Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics. Thanks for watching and listening. Say, while you're still here, why not like and subscribe and share with your many friends? Yes. Also, check out my mini stores in the link description below. Yes, where you can get t-shirts, hats, mugs, all those goodies with my artwork on them. Oh, yeah. And head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book, Night Night. Oh, yeah. You can also catch me at my podcast, Mr. Nailsin Show, on Radio Misfits, BitChute.com, and you can also watch my videos on BitChute.com and now on Rumble.com. Oh my goodness, so many places to watch me and my stuff. Oh yeah. And if that's not enough for you, well, you can follow me on many social media platforms and say hi to your old pal, Mr. Nailsin.